classic rock and country music facts and trivia. Thank you for being here. Today's video is on the Beatles. Let's rock and roll. 60 years ago, the Beatles conquered the U.S. without playing a single note. The Beatles were sent off from London's Heathrow Airport on the morning of February 7th of 64 by a swarm of well-wishing fans. They didn't know what to expect. The group had a #1 hit with I Want to Hold Your Hand, but they've heard enough stories about other British musicians who failed to connect in America to question whether or not their success in England would translate on the other side of the Atlantic. Then an estimated crowd of somewhere between 3,000 to 5,000 greeted Pan Am Flight 101 at New York's John F. Kennedy Airport. The Beatles had been tipped off during the flight, but that didn't make them any less incredulous about the scene. We heard about it in midair, Paul McCartney said in Anthology. There were journalists on the plane, and the pilot had rang ahead and said, "Tell the boys there's a big crowd waiting for them." We thought, wow, God, we really made it. The Beatles were rushed into Pan Am's cramped office for a press conference, winning over condescending media gaggle who were concerned mostly about their hairstyle with wit and charm. From there, they were ushered to the Plaza Hotel in Manhattan, where another mob scene was waiting for them. I remember, for instance, the great moment of getting into the limo, putting on the radio, and hearing a running commentary on us, McCartney added. They had just left the airport and were coming towards New York City, and it was like a dream, the greatest fantasy ever. There's a scene in the Mails Brothers' 1991 documentary, The Beatles, the first U.S. visit, where the group is listening to 1010 Winds en route to the plaza, fascinated by the platter of the DJ, but bemused by his claim that the group would be stopping by the next day to recite their poetry. "We ain't written no poetry," McCartney joked. The video is the real Hard Day's Night, which began filming shortly after the Beatles returned to England. After watching the footage of themselves on the evening news, they went to the theater where the Ed Sullivan Show took place for rehearsal. However, George Harrison brought a cold with him from England and under doctor's orders couldn't make it. In his place, road manager Neil Aspinall strapped on a guitar and stood in Harrison's spot so the proper camera angles could be set for that Sunday's event. When I first read this, I was like, okay, I don't remember George not being there and someone in his play. And then it made sense. Really cool. I couldn't imagine going from your home country to another country where there's just thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of people just wanting to touch you, wanting to, be near you. That's crazy. That's crazy cool. I just threw it all away when they couldn't get along anymore, but in my opinion. But there was Elvis would have been exactly the same way had his manager allowed him to tour outside of the country. But I just think it's wild. And I'll be honest with you. I'm not a Beatles fan. I don't think I'm a fan. I like them, but I don't think they're great. I don't think they're beyond the best thing ever. But I just don't get it. The really good songwriters, really good singers, but I don't get the "I must be near them" type thing. I guess people know better than me. I don't know. Anyway, that's all I have for you. I'm sorry if I offended any Beatles fans. But please don't forget about classic TV facts and trivia. Check that out. Please subscribe if you don't mind. And please like this video, please. Even you Beatles fans that I might have insulted. Please like it anyway, and then you can give me heck in the comments below. You guys have a great day. God bless. I'm praying for you.